Loud neighbors mean it's perfect time for a video. So I had the idea of making a video on how, or the not how, but the benefits of writing without drums, or yeah, pretty much that. So we're gonna go into this tune so I can show you what I mean. This work definitely more for like more musical tunes, like the liquid stuff. You're more stuff that like rolls along, moves, because it really helps you like look at your transitions, your melodies, your bass lines, and see how all your little parts come together from like your main. Say you have a piano, then you have a bass line under it, then you have your pads, choirs or strings or whatever you have. But taking out those drums that are constantly just going and going really help your ears to relax and kind of breathe while the more musical parts coming on. And I think it really helps just give you a different idea. And like I said, it's more for like musical ideas, but it could work for like neurofunk and jump up where there's not much or it's way too much going on. But it's just another way to look. You wouldn't necessarily mix without the drums, but that's another thing entirely. So let's let you listen real quick. This is Night's Fall for anyone who hasn't heard it. Let's right before the drop with the drums too. So, so as you can see, it's really musical, and the drums are just it's kind of one drum loop, just doing its own thing over and over, with some added percussion coming in every now and then. But the main idea is the melody, the bass line, the music, the atmosphere, and some vocal stuff going on. But yeah, so now let's check it without drums. I'll skip through some parts so you don't have to listen to the whole thing again, unless you want to. But you can really feel the transitions better. Skip. Yeah. So you really get it's really different, Like, and I think because, this is like the idea for this tune was to make it so it will work without drums and still sound, lush and still move along. And the drums, just add into that. So don't want to dance to drumless music, I guess. Drumless and bass. I'm starting something new. But, yeah. I think it just really gives you a different view, just a different point of view, because you can look at because normally most tunes you're focused on, drums and the bass, which those work together. Okay. Or well. Yeah, they just, a side note, but I think this is one of like best mixed tunes. But anywho, yeah, like it's any better. I mean, a better example in the second drop. Yeah, do that better. But you can just feel, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it feels better without the drums, but you can tell that the musicality is really really tight, and like everything. I guess I put in it has like its purpose, and that's something you can really hear when you take out the drums and all the high frequencies that just jab at your ear until 5 hours later, while you've been making music, you don't really hear any of them anymore. It kind of takes away from that idea. So just removing the drums every now and then, or trying to build a tune that works without drums, is a really just good idea, and it can really help you creatively, especially when you don't feel like working on drum breaks or making new drums. And I made a sound, the bass line. But anyway, yeah, a little thing, just like in the last video about adding noise. Look what's back here. Just a loop with some stuff, but it really adds. Then you add the pads in, then the piano, then this. Whole tune. Yeah, but hopefully you got, hopefully you got some from it. I mean, yeah, I mean it's good. It's a good idea. I do it with most of my tunes, but it'll work with any genre, I think. Especially because it lets you really have an attention to detail. Like it could even work in like something neurofunky. You might have like some shuffly drums, but you really want to hear every little nuance of like a bass sound and every cut and transition. Just take out the drums, listen to how it flows together, how each section moves into the next one. And I think overall it helps for a way more cohesive tune, which is why like out of all the tunes I've made, I think I really I think I like this one the most because I really focused on just making it work. Not it. It doesn't like lean on one part too much. Like some tunes lean on the bass too much. Some tunes lean on the depend on the drums to carry it. Some whatever else. But this one, like you can take it apart, take some things out, and it still works. Like if I take the bass out and keep everything else going, like it's a little less weighty. It doesn't have that bottom end, but it still moves along. I think. I'll try it. It still kind of works. I think I would take out some of the shuffles and like percussion. Like it will work with sparser drums, maybe halftime without bass. But you really think of those ideas when you remove something from the equation, so you can focus on everything else. Kind of like how they say you lose your sight, you can smell better, or you that kind of thing. So you take away the drums, you can hear everything else better, and you can really just make like your soundstage, whatever, just that much better. And I think overall, you get what I'm saying. Whatever you do, it'll be that much. I mean, better of a product. I think once you start, get your own workflow going. So some examples of this that aren't me is London Elektricity. It is. Let's flip over. I don't know which album, but he has Beatless versions. London Elektricity. Yeah, in his I listen to this every day. Are We There Yet album, the deluxe version, has the Beatless mixes, which is pretty much where I got this idea from. So if you really, or not if you really, I don't know. If you're just interested in hearing someone else do this, definitely check out his music. So like, yeah, all of these, the Beatless mixes, they just leave in like the percussion, so it seems just like a band without, like a drum set or something like that. Anyway, as again, I've dragged on for much too long. So try this out. Comment how it went, and I hope I helped. Let's do some more without drums. It's probably wondering who I'm talking to. I wondered the same thing. Yeah. See you in the next one.